name's Linda. I'm a UK independent Stampin' Up demonstrator and I'm making a birthday card today. If you want to see what products I've used, I'm actually going to put them at the end of the video so you can have a look and see what I've used. I've done quite a lot of preparation. I've done lots of cutting here. So I've die cut some paper and some design series paper, and I've done a little bit of die cutting of this really pretty lace and some hearts. I've used Coastal Cabana and Bermuda Bay, and I've already stamped my perfume bottle. I've used silver embossing powder for my bottle, coloured it in with Bermuda Bay. My perfume's Bermuda Bay, and then I have stamped using Versamark ink onto basic black paper the perfume label, and I've used white embossing powder, and then I've just popped that up onto some foam, and I've also done the back loaded bottle lid as well. So I'm using thick Whisper White for my card base. This is a 4x4 card, and I've actually just cut this a little bit smaller. So I've made it's 8 inches by 4, and then I've scored it at 4 inches, and then afterwards I've just cut a little sliver off, if you can see there, and I'm going to put some of this lace along the edge there just to give it a little bit of oomph. So let's start putting this together. I'm just going to glue my Whisper White square onto this one. So I actually started by fiddling around in my craft room, deciding I was going to make sort of card embellishments, and then I ended up making a card. And then this one, I'm just going to glue this one on as well. My perfume bottle, I'm just going to put that on, and as I said, I've popped it up. I'm just going to try and position that in the middle. This is a really quick card to put together once you've actually done all your die cutting. And I've got this little die here, and I've stamped for you, and I'm going to just pop that at the back there, so it's like a little bit like a label. I'm going to use a bit of snail just along the back here, and then I can just position it. The stamping's a little bit crooked. There we go. I've got a few hearts as well, and I've got my sentiment, but I'm going to stick those onto the card. So this is my card base, and I want my lace to go along the edge of the card here. I'm just going to use one of these pen glues because I just need a little bit of glue. I'm just going to pop it along the edge. I haven't tried this yet, so hopefully it's going to work. I'm just going to go all the way along the bottom of this lace, just where the stitches are. I'm just going to place my silicone mat in here so it doesn't stick to the base of the card, and I can line this up. I want it to be on the edge of my card, so I can actually just see through there where the edge is. And then I can close it, and then we can snip those bits off. And there we go. So I'm obviously going to snip those pieces off. On the other side, because it is a little bit rough looking, I've also cut one in Whisper White, and I'm going to put that on the top. Obviously you don't need to do that, I've just done that because it just makes it look a little bit neater. Just going to snip these pieces off here. And then we've got a pretty edge there, and it's a little bit neater on the other side as well. And now I'm going to start putting this card together. I'm just going to stick this to the front of the card. So I'm just using some glue happy birthday sentiment, and I'm going to just glue that to the bottom. Actually, I think I'm going to pop it up with some of these little mini dimensionals. So you might hear a bit of noise outside, and it's my kids outside playing in the garden at the moment. I'm just going to pop that down the bottom. And I've got these little hearts. I was thinking of just having these up in this corner. I'm going to glue this one, and then I'm going to pop the other two up. Okay, and there we go. Finished this card. I think actually it'd be nice to have a piece of paper in there or a bit of stamping. I hope you enjoyed watching this video. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to subscribe to my channel or like my video. Thank you. So I'm going to quickly show you what I have actually used to make this card. I've used the Layering Square framelits, the Arts and Craft dies, this stamp set, the Label Me Bold for the sentiment, and the Dress to Impress where I've used the perfume bottle. I've also used the stitch label framelits and the stitch shape framelits, although you could just use the one of these square ones here. And obviously you can use whatever else you have, whatever substitutes you could use.